and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and today, being the first, I'm going to do a bit of a reflection on my diamond painting goal for last year, and also discuss my sort of goal for 2024. I started this in 2022, so I do have a reflection on 2023 and my goal for 2023, which I did decide to stick to one goal. And I prefer the word goal rather than resolution because it's something I'm aiming for, but I recognise that life can happen. Things can, make time go extremely fast, sometimes extremely slow, and quite often, things change throughout the year. Your mindset might change, things like that. But I am happy to say that I did complete my goal for 2023, which was to finish my Heaven and Earth design Little Dreamers tree. This has been over 4 years in the making. It was a very, very big goal when I first started doing it, and it did run out of steam, and then it gained a bit of steam, and then it ran out of steam, and then 2024 became my mindset that this was going to be done. And I am so happy to say it was completed in October of 2023. I have multiple videos on it, so you can see it on my Heaven and Earth design playlist. I will be doing a video showcasing the full painting in its glory. I have scheduled that in, so it will be happening. Now we have the new Add More Zest space. I have space to lay it out on the floor. I just haven't yet done it. So I need to do that to sort of finish this all off. It has been dekitted now. So I have dekitted all the diamonds. I just need to do the final video showcasing it from top to bottom, but I'm very, very happy to say it's done. I've absolutely loved doing the project, but there has been an element of, did I bite off more than I can chew? I completed half of it in 2024, so I did do an amazing amount to get this whole bottom half finished, but I do think when I started it, I don't think I'm the same with every painting. I always think it's going to take me less time than it is, but this was on like a factor of 10 or something like that. But yes, my goal for 2023 was completed. So my goal for 2024 is a little bit different in the fact I want this something for me to reflect on in 2025 as to whether I feel like I've achieved it or whether it's something I need to work on more. But it's not a matter of I want to have completed X, Y, and Z or I wanted to have done X, Y, and Z. What I think I want to do, what I want to do a little bit more in 2024 is be a little bit more realistic in the diamond paintings that I have kitted up, the diamond paintings that I'm able to complete. So I did a video yesterday showcasing how many I completed in a year, which was 11, I think, not excluding my Paint Gem minis. It was 11, and one of them was finishing this off. And in my current whips, so I have had a revamp of my logbooks, which I will show you in my logbook video. But I currently have a Mystery Abstract Ocean, which is just over 70 centimetres by nearly 60 centimetres. So it's not small. I also have Field of Memories, which is 60 by 80 centimetres. Again, not small. I have Purple Tiger, which is a small 30 by 40. I have a Paint Gem mini set, which the kitting up's coming soon. And I have Walking in the Rain, which is another 60 by 80, but it's 192 colours. It's a monster project. So I feel like I have quite a bit kitted up. Now, don't get me wrong, at the middle of last year, I took the decision to have multiple ones kitted up. I did have White Christmas mixed in with this because I liked the decision wheel to pick which painting I was working on. However, because the paintings take, one, longer to do than what I think, and second, when you add in multiples of them, then they all take even longer than what I think they're going to take. I think my goal for 2024 is to maybe tone down a little bit how many paintings I have kitted up or to do. I need to sort of rein it in a little bit. I had actually scheduled to have 2 more Paint Gem mini sets kitted up in with, you know, my upcoming, but I'm actually thinking I should even tone those down. While they don't play on my mind as not completed, I still kind of think I should tone those down as well. I still want to use the decision wheel to pick what I work on, but I think I also need to think about how I work on paintings. So many of you have seen my video working with my small craft space. I have my easel, which is propped up. I use it on a small table. I sit on the couch, and that's how I diamond paint it. However, things have changed because we have moved the shop into a new space and we have the craft room now. Hubby very, very kindly treated me to a drafting table. So I now have a big table for diamond painting for my big diamond paint things. So since he got me that, I have had the Mystery Abstract Ocean on there, which is the oldest kitted up painting that I have. I actually kitted this up in May. That's actually longer than I thought. So I kitted this up in May and it is still ongoing. So what, 7 months? And we're still ongoing with that painting. Now don't get me wrong, it's very, very nearly finished now because I have put this on my drafting table and this is the only painting that I'm focusing on in that way. So I think my goal for 2024 is to tone it down a little bit. I'm going to keep the Mystery Abstract on my drafting table till it's finished. Then what I might do is actually switch it to, where is it? Purple Tiger. This one was started in October. It is very nearly finished. It's a 30 by 40. Switch it to this one and finish that up. And then put this big one on my drafting table. So I think I'm still going to use the app to decide what I work on, but I'm going to think of them as different zones that I work on them, if that makes sense. So Walking in the Rain is going to be my whip and waffle for a Thursday once I've finished sorting out my spares. So it has a case that is huge from Art Dot. I don't think this will work. Working with them won't work quite as well on my drafting table. I could make it work, but then I would just be focusing on that one. And I might change that later down the year if I feel it's dragged on a bit. But I'm thinking this one is one that I will work in my craft room, and I can use the shelves to the side of me to pop the diamonds, and I can do it on this space. So I will be doing it at least once a week anyway. So if the decision wheel picks this for my evening of diamond painting, I will come in here, do a section standing up, because I stand up in here then I will spin the decision wheel again and do something else. So that will be one project zone, will be in here. My Paint Gem minis, which, as I say, I may whittle them down and just keep with the one. Or maybe I'll kit up two, but I'll work on one and then I'll work on the next, and I'll just kit it up so that it's ready to go. This will be a sit down on the couch with my clipboard, little bit of a different position, painting to do, and whether I do one or do multiples will depend on my mood and how much time I have. I may do the same with a 30 by 40, so I'm half and half whether to keep a 30 by 40 in my lineup of paintings, and do a 30 by 40 on the couch with my easel in my good old fashioned way, for a different way of sitting. But then big ones, I will keep them to one big one that will permanently live on my drafting table, and that is the one that I will work on. So I'm going to update my app. I think because I do want to get through some 30 by 40s as well, I have quite a few, and I do want to do some of them. I may well do a big painting, a 30 by 40, a Paint Gem, and my multicolour one. I did actually schedule in to kit up another large painting because I've had 3 on the go to mix match, but I'm going to put a halt to that. I'm going to halt how many Paint Gem minis I have kitted up. I think I'll kit up another one, but I won't start it until this one's finished. It will literally just be waiting. I've done a few of these already, but yeah, it'll be a waiting, because I also have a lot of those to do. So, okay, maybe I need to ditch the 30 by 40, or maybe I need to switch between Paint Gem minis or 30 by 40s. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what is a nice balance in relation to it, but I am trying to tone down the amount of projects. I love multiple different projects, but then they do all get to a point where it's like, there's just too much going on, and then I have a big cleanup, and then I start it all over again, and it's not doing me any favours in relation to it. So I think having one big painting kitted up, one special project, which is going to be my multicolour, and then something smaller. So maybe that's what I'll do, switch between Paint Gem minis. So it's got a choice of 3 things. I'm either stood in the craft room, I'm sat at my drafting table, or I'm sat on the couch. Maybe we'll try that and see if I end up getting the bug and wanting to change things, which could very well happen. So yeah, my goal for 2024 is quite broad. It's more of a sort of change in me in trying not to take on too much. I do also have some goals for 2024 for YouTube. So I am planning on having a couple of things that are quite structured, i.e. my Thursday special project, Whip and Waffle, which will keep that painting moving even if I don't work on it any other day of the week. It will be slower, but it will still get done. So that special project, and then a Whip and Waffle on whatever else it is that I'm working on. So I'll pull the big painting in from the drafting table, or I'll pull a 30 by 40 in and work on that for a Whip and Waffle. And I do want to bring back some tip and tricks videos, so I'm going to do those, and we'll sort of see how that all goes. But anyway, let me know, do you have any goals for 2024? Say these are all sort of the diamond painting related ones that I tend to stick to, but yeah, we shall see what 2024 brings when we reflect back on this in 2025 and see if I've found a nice even keel with my diamond painting, where I don't end up feeling overwhelmed and then taking everything on and then feeling overwhelmed and just go round in a little cycle. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me waffle for even longer. I will be back with a whip and waffle next Sunday. I'm hoping to get through the rest of the Advent comments questions, provided life allows, so it should be a long one. I'm still unsure whether I'm going to work on this one or try and finish up my tiger, but I do feel like I need to sort of get these three, at least these three that have been kitted up since before the December Advent. I feel like these need toning down with a vengeance before I allow myself to kit up anymore. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.